Rosie makes a claim on Trump rallies that's so outrageous, even CNN fact checks her. So you could just imagine if CNN is fact checking her, what kind of lie she's now spewing. Let's take a look. Tone deaf and clueless, Rosie O'Donnell appeared on fake news CNN where she made a totally absurd and false claim about Trump rallies. O'Donnell claims that the reason Trump rallies are so big is not because of an energized base that supports their America First president. No, it's because the attendees are paid to show up. Oh God, like come on now. You'll recall this is the same lie the left pushed during the 2016 election, and how did that turn out? Not very well, but let's take a listen. It's rather long. If it's not that exciting, we'll cut it off a little bit because it's a 9-minute clip here.
Been a nightly protest at the White House every day since Trump's meeting with Vladimir Putin in Helsinki? Well, there is, and you're going to hear about it now because longtime actress and longtime thorn in Donald Trump's side, Rosie O'Donnell, joined the mix and brought all of these stars from Broadway with her. Why? Let's find out. Rosie O'Donnell, thank you for being on Cuomo Primetime.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
So you're down there in the nation's capital. It's being billed as a party with a purpose. What is the purpose?
The purpose is to remind people of the truth that lives inside them, so when they're so confused and lied to by our president and this administration, they're able to find that thing about America that they love and that's true and that's real, and remember that feeling and hold on to that feeling as we go through these next very tumultuous weeks as we lead up to the election and the Mueller report finally coming out, that it's going to be very loud and it's going to be very crazy, and we all have to remain focused and centered on the truth.
Is it just good vibes that you're spreading there, or do you have a message of what you want to happen with this president?
Well, I think most of America wants him to be out, although you can't tell that from reading some of the, watching Fox News or whatnot, which is just like state-run TV in Russia at this point. So
it's just Fox's state-run like Russia at this point. How about CNN and all the mainstream media out there? They're not run by look, you see how they twist things?
all we have to do is encourage people to show up, to protest, to use their voice to save democracy. We've got just a couple months till November, and till then, we have to fight with everything we got, because if somehow they're able to rig the elections again, as I believe they did in 2016, then we're going to all be in trouble as democracy dies.
Rig the election more than Hillary ever rigged the election, with dead people voting, rigged voting machines, illegals voting. Again, accusing the Republicans of what the Democrats are doing. You see? Do you see?
Right here on our watch.
Well, one step at a time. The Russian interference is a known fact. The impact on...
What known fact? A couple of Russian bots on Facebook? I mean, really? Yeah, that's a real known fact.
Election is not a known fact. You believe the actual outcome was rigged, or just that there were efforts?
Yes. No, I do believe it was rigged. I don't believe it was efforts. And if you listen...
How could you rig the Electoral College? Whether you win the popular vote or not. Let's just go with that. The Electoral College has the say-so. How do you rig the Electoral College, Rosie? They're people. They're not voting machines.
To all of our mainstream intelligence people, they believe it too.
Well, they don't...
They believe it too? No, they don't believe that too. They're lying. That's what they know they're doing.
Votes were changed.
Media. Well, I do believe that there were exact... Well, you know the facts, right? You know the facts. What do I think? Did they come in there and make Trump win when every single exit poll and every person in America knew for sure that Hillary Clinton was going to win? Do you think that there was anything to do with Russia, or just a real big swirl for Donald Trump in these specific areas with the same exact amount of votes that were needed? I don't know. It looks very hanky to me.
Here's why I ask you about what this is about. Because let's say you win. Let's say the Democrats win. You get the House. Probably not the Senate, but you get the House. There's a call for impeachment among progressives like yourself. Two things happen.
Well, I don't think it's just progressives, Chris.
All right,
There will be a call for impeachment from all those not heard who are the majority in America.
Okay, I give you that fact. I'll stipulate to it for the point of this argument.
Okay.
So everybody calls out. You don't have the votes. It doesn't happen. You galvanize support for the president, and we are torn more apart in this country. Are you worried about that outcome?
No, I am not. I am believing in the American people. I believe in this country. I believe in what it was founded on. I believe in the Constitution. I think that on Election Day, we're going to show up in a huge way, in a way that we haven't ever seen before in the United States. And people have just really had enough. They've had enough of a president who separates families and puts babies in cages. You know all of the catchphrases.
That's what Obama did. No outrage there when Obama, your Messiah, was doing that. No outrage.
He does something worse than the day before. And he tops it and tops it and tops it. I believe that Trump is loathed.
She believed Trump's loathed. That's why he won, with all the corruption that was behind it, all that illegal. Yeah, we saw Hillary's rallies, Rosie. We're not blind. They were empty. She had to bring Jay-Z and Beyonce. And once they performed, everybody left. What could you imagine? And look at Chris Cuomo. Look at his concern and like a deer caught in the headlights, startled, and concerned look there.
America, that people are embarrassed and ashamed of who he is, and that come
No, we're not.
Election Day, we're going to stand up at the polls and let him
and lose bigly.
No. And unless he goes in and has the Russians kind of fix it like he did last time in 2016,
Really?
We're going to see him gone. And that's what I'm waiting and hoping for, and hoping that people across the country are inspired to use their own voice in whatever way to get people to know that this country is worth fighting for.
Amen on that. The more people get involved, the higher the voter percent.
So do you see, CNN is supposed to be a news outlet. You see how he's saying he's sticking up for Hillary, the Democrat camp. So what is this? This is a propaganda arm. At least Fox has people that don't like Trump on there, okay? User full speed disliking Trump and bashing Donald Trump.
The more people will get what they want. It will reduce the effects of money on politics. It will make everything better. Not perfect.
Sure, just like when we had Obama in there running up the national debt to what all the presidents in the United States history didn't rack up, okay? Double the debt of all combined presidents. Obama doubled the debt of all combined U.S. presidents.
But better. So I'm all with you. The more people go out and vote their conscience, the better.
Oh, we will vote our conscience, and yous are going to lose bad.
Whatever their conscience is. Here's my other concern. There is reason to criticize the president. I am not going to fight you on that point. However, for the Democrats to come into mainstream power, so that means that they have what the Republicans have right now, the House, the Senate,
At least they
the White
admit
House. I think history suggests you have to be more than anti. You have to be pro things. You have to give people a reason to believe. You have to give them some type of sense that captures their imagination.
Now this I want to hear. Where's their message?
Imagination gives them hope. What is that for Democrats where they can say,
yeah, higher taxes, pay for the illegals, open borders so we let more illegals in that we have to support. But besides the money, you don't know who's coming in and what's going to take place because there's no vetting, okay? That's the message they bring. You see, Cuomo's telling them in a roundabout way, what's your message of hope? There is no hope with the Democrats. You'll pay through the nose, your life will be in danger, and you won't know who's next to you or not. I mean, yeah, and your taxes are going to be to the roof because you're going to pay for all of these illegals. Yeah.
not just he's a liar, he's a bad guy, but here's...
You see? Not just he's a liar and a bad guy. Where's your what's your platform? What are you running on? What kind of hope?
Will make the economy even better, which is hard given the numbers, that we'll be even safer than we are, because that's what people will be looking to.
Well, when you report the economy, you report how it affects the top 1%, or you report how it affects everyone. The economy is doing good if you're a multi-billionaire. It's not doing good, and the tax cuts didn't do good for the average American. So I don't believe that the economy.
No, but okay, I'll go along with what she says. Didn't do much for the average American. Let's just go along with that. They're gonna raise taxes on you, so.
Is thriving with the metrics that you guys are using. But the fact of the matter is, he's not only bad because he's a liar, he's bad because he doesn't know how to inspire people or evoke.
Okay, back to dissing him. No message. Do you see what I'm saying? He's saying right here, tell us where's the hope and change and what message are you running on, except opposing Trump.
Thriving with the metrics that you guys are using. But the fact of the matter is, he's not only bad because he's a liar, he's bad because he doesn't know how to inspire people or evoke that emotion in them of
what about his
truth and
rallies?
knowing. And there, first of all, people are paid, Chris. You know that. People were paid since he went down on the escalator. He pays people to show up at
Right,
those
but I
rallies.
don't
That
know
is a
that
fact.
I don't know that that's why he gets tens of thousands at the rallies. I think he captures a
But
lot
he
of
doesn't
emotion
get
for
tens
people.
of thousands.
You think?
When did he get tens of thousands
A
at the
lot
last
of these
rally? Tell me when.
Oh no, not at the Tampa. I think they only had 9,000 seats and there were people outside. But Rosie, I've seen him. He gets big groups of people who come out. He gives themes that resonate, whether they're positive or not. That's up to other people to decide. Maybe
But
some
Chris,
are. I don't know.
those
I can't.
people paid?
I don't have the facts that his crowds are bought
But you
off.
can
I
look
don't have
on.
that.
You can look at. Well, you can look at all the requests for extras to come and cheer and with.
You're talking about Hillary's rallies, girl. You're confusing things. You're talking about Hillary had to pay people.
Signs for him. You can find those tangible pieces of evidence. Those are
Really?
not real rallies. You know, when he went down on that escalator, he paid all those people there, calling rapists and Mexicans rapists. This is not real what he's doing, even though he keeps screaming that you guys are not real. But the
Right,
more
well, look,
that
I
you
know he
put
does
on
that.
his-
I know he does that, Rosie, but listen, I mean, look, I've known you a long time. You've known my family a long time. I don't judge
Yeah,
what
but
I...
your mom.
And Mom would be the first one to say, let him say what he's going to say. You say what you know is true. You always keep your dignity. You always fight the good fight. So that's what we do. When he came down that escalator...
That's what yous do? Yous go even lower than the swamp.
I see the reporting that there were paid people there? Yes, I did. Did I believe it? Yes, I did. Have I seen it at all of these rallies? No. So I'm not going to do what the president does. I'm not going to say they're all bought off, they're all fake, because I think that's BS. I don't think it's true, and I'm not going to play to it just because it's satisfying.
But you could do the evidence to find out
Sure, we
whether
do
or
it all
not
the
it's
time.
true, and then lead with that.
We do it all the
that
time.
story before you play his rally.
Listen,
to play his rally
I don't
to
play
me
his
is
rallies.
just falling into his hands.
I don't play his
Good.
rallies. I do true...
Before that, right around here, where are we? 729, I think around here. He tells her, you can't be always bashing Trump. Where's the hope you're giving it? So from, let's say, around 4 minutes and a half onward, again, we're back to bashing Trump. Look, right here.
Democrats to come into mainstream power. So that means that they have what the Republicans have right now, the House, the Senate, the White House. I think history suggests you have to be more than anti. You have to be pro things. You have to give people a reason to believe. You have to give them some type of sense that captures their imagination and gives them hope. What is that for Democrats where they can say, not just he's a liar, he's a bad guy, but here's how we'll make the economy even better, which is hard given the numbers, that will be...
Okay, so now, right, where were we? I don't remember. I should have remembered, but let's just go right here. I think it was 7 something. Hold on a second. Okay.
Pay people there? Yes, I did. Did I believe it? Yes.
So now for 2 minutes, again, going back to bashing Trump. There is no message. Okay.
I did. Have I seen it at all of these rallies?
Okay.
But you could do the evidence to find out.
Sure.
Okay.
To
Listen,
play his rally
I don't
to
play
me
his
is
rallies.
just falling into his hands.
I don't play his
Good.
rallies. I do truth check
I'm
every
glad.
night. We do fact checks every night. I
Good.
do magic walls. I find all these different devices because I want people to know what's real and then they can act on it. And that's why I'm talking to you, Rosie,
Yes.
because people need to know what you're
We have
doing.
one more minute.
Know where
Let's hear
people's
the
voices are,
message.
and then they can make their own decisions about which side to join. And hopefully there's common ground that gets here sooner rather than later.
I hope there is common ground. You know, people ask me all the time, your son's a Marine. How can you have a son who's a Marine when you're such a leftist, pacifist kind of a person? Well, I love and respect my son, and I can hold two opposing thoughts in my head at one time. One is that I'm terrified that something horrible is going to happen to him, and the other is that I'm so immensely proud of the commitment that he has given to this country because he believes in this country the same way that I do. I believe in America and what it stands for in the Constitution, and this president and administration has done everything they can to undermine it, and it's not okay.
Really?
It's not all right in any way, and we have to use our voices.
Obama stepped on the
You do exactly
Constitution.
that. That's why good men and women like your son are fighting for our freedoms. And when somebody serves in a family, the whole family feels it. The whole family sacrifices. So thank you to your entire clan for the dedication to the country and the service of your son.
Okay.
Thank you, Chris Cuomo.
Did any from 5 minutes when he was saying what's your message to 8 minutes and 43 seconds, did Rosie offer one platform instead of just going back and dissing Trump again, right? There was no platform. Sometimes you have to watch the alt media, not alt media, I should say the mainstream media, because we're the alt media, to get the full picture of what is actually going on. In 4 minutes, almost 4 minutes after Cuomo asked her, she had nothing to say. She went right back to bashing Trump. That's not going to win you the election. Bottom line, that's it. It's a done deal. They're not going to win. That's all. The bottom line. And then you get just look at her. You know, this is what people are going to vote for. I highly doubt it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I know it's a little long, but you know, I even got like hyper with this stuff. Let me know again what you guys think, and again, thank you so much for watching.